Hello, my name is Aisha Popple, and today I'll be presenting why Elizabeth Farm is a great educational field site to explore and learn about Australian colonial life for Year 4 students. It is important to first understand why this excursion links to this unit. This is an outline of the required learning students will undergo throughout the term. We can see that in weeks 1 to 4, students will be using inquiry-based learning, where students get involved and participate and engage with their peers. Inquiry-based learning is effective as it helps students learn how to cope with problems that are ill-defined and can help students deal with changes and challenges to their understandings. After the excursion in weeks 5 to 10, students will acquire the necessary knowledge and key components required as part of the learning outcomes. At the field site Elizabeth Farm, students will explore the home of the MacArthur family and the impact of colonisation on the traditional owners of the Parramatta area. The excursion is led by professionally trained tour guides at Elizabeth Farm, and the excursion will run for 4 hours from 11 till 2 p.m. There is a short recess and half an hour lunch break provided for students. There is a total of 40 students. There will be one continuous program for the excursion where students learn about colonial life and the impacts it has had on Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. For the educational value, there is a variety of hands-on interactive-based learning activities which makes it fun and easier for students to learn. Students also use immersive learning where they can effectively develop skills and knowledge through role plays and digitally created content. For the excursion, there will be 2 teachers present, Mr. Johnson and Mrs. Smith. Here we can see the total cost for all students attending the excursion, the total number of students, and also the individual cost per student. This slide also shows how the final cost was determined. There will be a private coach bus for the transport to and from the venue. Students are expected to depart from school at 9 a.m. sharp and will arrive back at 3 p.m. It's also compulsory for students to wear their full school sports uniform. The excursion date is set on the 1st of June, Wednesday. We plan to have permission notes handed to students a month earlier in order to prevent any issues. Also, students will have plenty of time to get their permission notes sorted and signed by parents. The permission slip covers all the necessary details regarding the excursion, and it also has a list of equipment students must bring. If there are any issues, parents should contact the school office or the excursion coordinator. In this slide we can see this is the requirement for the excursion. This is the risk assessment which introduces the safety measures and protocols for staff to follow in the case of an emergency. If on the day of the excursion there is wet weather, the excursion will still continue. However, if the weather conditions do worsen, teachers will escort students to safety. Thank you for listening.